with Chelsea because they were my favourite to win the Premier League. I think I follow Craig is what he's saying because Chelsea with that squad should be up there competing with Liverpool and Manchester City, and they're not even close. So absolutely, Thomas Tuchel this season hasn't got enough out of his team. He got the striker he needed. He didn't have that kind of player. He got Lukaku from Italy, who was scoring goals for fun there. He hasn't turned up more or less whole season for him. Mendy starts getting insecure. Rudiger improved when Tuchel came to him. They look a bit more vulnerable at the back. So although I'm a big fan of Thomas Tuchel, I think he's a great manager, but this year he hasn't got enough out of that Chelsea squad. That is 100% true.
And that's epitomised by Lukaku, surely, Craig. Just came on, as Jan said, had a couple of really proper chances that he just completely fluffed.
Yeah, he's gone, hasn't he? I mean, he's just gone. I don't think he wants to be there. He gave that horrendous interview, badly ill-timed, apart from the wording of it. We can argue, and we did do, and debate about how it was handled, and I still don't think it was handled brilliantly internally. I'm not suggesting for a minute that he did the right thing. I don't think it was, but I think there was already a fire burning, and Tuchel and the club just got a big bunch of gasoline and threw it all over it. And none of them have ever recuperated from that or recovered from that, really. And certainly, we don't know what's going to happen with Chelsea. I think, even if Abramovich was still there, I think Tuchel had another full year in him without any silverware this year. Then he might have been in bigger problems had the scenario been the same this time next year. Obviously, we have no idea what way the takeover and the ownership is going to look like, so we don't know. But I think what we do know with Tuchel there and with the way Lukaku's playing, he's toast. I mean, there's just no point. They might as well try and get what they can from him, ship him off back to Italy or whatever it is, where he wants to be happy, where he knows he can score goals. It just hasn't worked for him, and he just doesn't look like a player that A, wants to be there. And I think B, in his own mind, I think he has a phobia about his own ability and the people that ask him questions of him to score in the Premier League. And I think that, to me, looking at him, he looks like a player who plays thinking people think that he only scores goals in other leagues and he can't do it in England. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. A player who has the burden of analysts who go, sod off somewhere else and score goals because you can't really do it here on the big stage. And I don't think he ever really will consistently in England.
What's even worse about Lukaku today is in the context of Karim Benzema doing what he's doing on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Chelsea fan, you look at that and you go, well, that's world class over there. This is not. And it is a contrast that is so clear to see. 2 headers for Benzema, 2 goals. 2 headers for Lukaku, 2 missed opportunities. How may the result be different if Lukaku is able to put a chance away? We'll never know. But clearly, if you're a Chelsea fan, you sit back and you watch that and you go, yeah, this is not the guy. Wish we had that guy. We don't need this guy around here.
Frank, percentage chance.
Dan,
But go on.
No, on the other side of the coin, and this is, to Benzema's credit. Now, you know this because you've been in Madrid, you've worked in Madrid. There'll be some out there that say, and this is a big boys game here. You take the pressure, good performances, bad performances, criticism, praise, whatever it is. That's part of the gig. Wherever you're playing, you've got to handle that, right? So he has to accept interviews, loss of form, on the bench, not the style of play doesn't suit me, all these excuses. That's part of it. You've got to handle it. Go back to Benzema. You know this for a fact. It has rarely, if ever, all been a bed of roses for Karim Benzema at Real Madrid. He's had bad games, he's had injuries, he's had the boo boys on him, he's had, he's had a lot of problems. But he's had to handle, notwithstanding the 5-year issues that he had with France that were hovering over him, not to take any, not blaming anybody here about who was guilty and who wasn't, but these things all were hanging over him, even if he brought them on himself, but he still had to go out and perform. So it's not as if Karim Benzema has had an easy ride, and here it is on a plate for you. Real Madrid, easy to score goals. He's had to face the adversity as well, but his character is so strong. He's come through and he's carried that team. That is one of the main places that Romelu Lukaku, certainly in this spell in England, has struggled. When the pressure has been really, really on, he's not been able to come through. And the great players like Benzema, even when the knives are out, still manage to come up trumps.
His goal made Jan cry, Frank cry for other reasons. Frank, with your bad Chelsea mood, percentage chance of your boys going through?
Well, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, and if they play the same way that they played against Brentford or Real Madrid, then that's going to be possible, you know. But if they play like they played the League Cup final, the Carabao Cup against Liverpool, yeah, it's possible. So I don't know what kind of face are we going to see from Chelsea. Let's say if they don't believe they can change and win, they shouldn't go to Madrid. So if they decide to go, it's because they have a little bit of belief on returning the tie and maybe go through.
Where's a number in all of that?
None. Zero. Zero numbers.
That's John Hutchinson's department.
Go on, what percentage chance, Frank?
20%.
Whoa, that's
because,
good.
you know, the away goal doesn't count anymore. So you score one goal, you put trouble in Real Madrid players' head, and you can score a second one, and you go to extra time. So, yeah, you know.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.